Okay, welcome to the 2017 NCAA Sweet 16 pool, produced by Ryan Disko, and I'm your host, Mike Disko. So what we've got is we've got a field of 16. They're in the Golden Chalice. If you recall the 2015 and 14 World Cups, the Golden Chalice was employed to pick the winners and losers of those tournaments. Ryan is not into the tournament. He's going to be picking the 16 names. We're going to begin by picking with the games that begin on March 23rd. That's Thursday night. So we're going to start in the West with the first matchup being Gonzaga and West Virginia. So the first team that Ryan's going to pick will represent Gonzaga, the number 1 seed from the West.
Oh, it's taped.
It's taped. We didn't want to have any issues.
Try to trick me.
Such as the Academy Awards, using that law firm of Clinton and Clinton to prevent it. Bruce Pearl picks up Gonzaga. Bruce Pearl. Ryan will now pick for West Virginia. Doing a fine job there, Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan's wearing his Pulisic shirt. Oh, and it looks like myself, Michael Disko, representing the Mountaineers of West Virginia.
I call fraud.
In order to improve my odds, hold on. Our next game is going to be in the West, Xavier, the 11th seed, versus number 2 Arizona. In order to improve my chances of victory, I teamed with John Balboni, and we're splitting our 2 picks. So John gets half of West Virginia, and I'll get half of whatever team he gets, which eventually will win, because that's what he does. This will be Xavier.
Oh, shoot.
Please pick it up, young. No, pick it up.
Oh.
Pick it up. He's out of the screen already. Okay, I'll get it.
It's too hard, Daddy.
This is the Xavier choice. And it's Sure Shot Schmidt. Sure Shot. Xavier has been in 3 consecutive Sweet 16s, and they haven't been more than an 11 seed. Number 2, Arizona from the West. Arizona has been very impressive in the tournament thus far.
That one wasn't taped. What is it?
And it's taped. And John Lina. Schmidt versus Lina. I believe we've had that in the World Cup before. We're now going to head to the Midwest. Again, these are the Thursday night games, March 23rd. We're going to go with the number 1 seed, Kansas, will be the next choice, versus Purdue. So here's Kansas, the Jayhawks. Nick Pearl gets the Jayhawks. Nick Pearl. Now Ryan will choose Purdue Boilermakers.
That's an interesting name.
Keith Disko gets the Purdue Boilermakers. Nick Pearl versus Keith Disko. The next team will be the Oregon, number 3 seed from the Midwest.
Oregon.
With their flashy puke green, yellow-green uniforms.
Wasn't that Baylor?
Donna Phillips.
That was Baylor, Dad.
Nope.
Yes, it was.
The next team will be Michigan.
I gotta look it up now.
John Balboni versus Donna Phillips. Slow down there, Pulisic. We're now going to go to the East, where Wisconsin, who defeated the defending champion Villanova Cats, will take on Florida. So Wisconsin's pick will be... Concentrate, young man.
I have to look up the outfits. I will prove to you.
These games are now going to be appearing on Friday night. David Ares gets Wisconsin. Now Ryan will choose the Florida team, the Florida Gators.
Baylor was the green, yellow team.
So is Oregon.
No, okay, never mind.
Sandy Lina. So it's David Ares versus Sandy Lina. Next will be the great matchup in the East at New York. Baylor versus South Carolina. Go Cox! This is for Baylor.
Let's go, Cox.
Pat Phillips gets Baylor. And next for South Carolina Gamecocks. Go Cox. Oops. We're losing it. Tension is palatable here. Joe Policastro has South Carolina. Next, we're going to the South. Number 1, North Carolina.
They better not win.
The most onerous speech code in America at the University of North Carolina. But I digress. Jim Fitzpatrick gets North Carolina. They'll take on Butler, the number 4 seed in the South. If you haven't been picked yet, there's only 3 chances left.
2.
Joe Fories representing Butler. Fitzpatrick versus Fories.
Final pick.
Last 2 picks are UCLA and Kentucky. UCLA will be up first. That was a slam dunk by Ryan. Oops. Dan Madden representing the UCLA Bruins. And the last pick representing the Kentucky Wildcats, champs from a couple years ago, is Delaware Disco, otherwise known as MPD, Mikey Patrick Disco. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't like your choice, it's Ryan's fault. Recapping, we'll start in the East. David Ayres versus Sandy Lina, Wisconsin, Florida. Pat Phillips versus Joe Policastro, Baylor versus South Carolina. Go Cox!
Go Cox!
Gonzaga versus West Virginia, Bruce Pearl versus Disco Balboni. Xavier versus Arizona, Schmidt versus John Lina. Kansas versus Purdue, that's Nick Pearl versus Keith Disco. Oregon versus Michigan, Donna Phillips versus Disco Balboni. North Carolina versus Butler, that's Jim Fitzpatrick versus Joe Fories. And UCLA versus Kentucky, that's Dan Madden versus Delaware Disco. Everybody put in 20 M&Ms for the tournament. There's a total of 320 M&Ms at stake. The victor will get 160 M&Ms. The second place finisher will get 80 M&Ms. And those that finish in 3rd and 4th, respectively, will get 40 M&Ms. So if your team reaches the Final Four, you'll have more M&Ms than you started with. Any closing thoughts there, Pulisic?
The interesting deal you made with John Balboni really makes an eye-opener right there.
Yes. Well, we had too many people who wanted to participate, and I was left out in the dark. So in order for me to participate, John had to partner up with me. So John and myself have Michigan and West Virginia. Neither team should be favored. But there you have it. Games will begin Thursday night. And good luck to everybody.
Go Cox! Oh, I have to
Kill it.
stop it now. Okay.
Thank you.